What the? Good morning, Lourdes.
Good morning, Maria. How are you today?
I'm doing great. How about you? How are you today?
Pretty good. Pretty good.
Awesome. What do we have today, huh? I think that today's topic is going to be very interesting. Um, for those of you, welcome back to Coaching Conversations, where we are talking about how to explore making small shifts in thinking can lead to powerful changes in how we live. I'm Maria Savio.
And I'm Lourdes Leeper. Today, we're exploring a simple but life changing idea. What if the key to a meaningful life isn't something that we chase, but something that we choose in every single moment?
So, in this episode, we're going to reclaim peace, not through perfection, but through presence, not through achieving more, but but by showing up more fully to what's already here. Let's get started.
Yeah, so many people come into our offices saying, I'll feel better once I get this project done, once I have my dream job, once I find a partner, or, just once I figure things out, then I'll feel okay. But what they're really saying is, I'll allow myself peace and happiness later, once everything outside of me is perfect. And that moment rarely arrives.
Yeah, what we teach is this. You can live the good life now, right? It starts on how you approach what's in front of you, not what you hope to gain later. Because postponing your happiness, there's no reason to do it. Peace isn't about the absence of difficulty. It's about how you choose to meet each task with care, with focus, and with kindness.
Yeah, because, let's face it, there will always be challenges. So postponing your happiness based on, overcoming a challenge or reaching a goal, you're really cheating yourself.
Mhm.
There's this line that I love. If you carry out every present task with clarity, steadiness, and kindness, no one can stop you from living the good life. I find that line so empowering because it reminds me that I don't need outside validation and you don't need outside validation. I don't need the world to approve of me so that I can feel fulfilled. And neither do you. We just need to live in alignment with our own values.
Right, because it starts with the smallest things. How you write an email, how you respond when someone interrupts you, and how you speak to yourself in those moments of doubt. That again, that inner dialogue that you're having. So living with present moment integrity means you stop performing and you start participating in your life honestly, openly, with self-compassion, with compassion for others, with self-forgiveness, with forgiveness for others. So we live life honestly and openly.
Yeah, and that really, really is key. And, one of the biggest obstacles to peace is distraction, not just from technology, but from thoughts like, am I doing enough? Am I enough? What do they think of me? That kind of noise pulls us out of our center. But when we stay focused on the task right in front of us, it gives us an opportunity to do our best with love, and then we become unstoppable.
Right. It basically it's a mindset shift from chasing success to embodying presence. And we talk about this often because your mindset is going to create your perspective, and your perspective is going to create how you view things. And so when you start doing something with intention, it feels different. It nourishes you. And ironically, when you stop needing your work or your relationship to prove something, they become more meaningful because you're actually in them. We have this tendency to look for something on the outside when it's in the inside. People don't give us what is in the inside. It's already there. So we don't need them to do that. Like I said before, you're actually in them.
Yeah, and it's about connecting, right, to
Yeah.
that inner part of ourselves, those inner resources, and really cultivating that connection so that we can be guided by
Mm.
that inner guidance system.
Right.
And this conversation isn't about just more productivity, right? It's more about doing each thing, big or small, as if it really matters, because it does. There's dignity in brushing your teeth with care, in finishing a task with grace, in speaking honestly without embellishment. These aren't small things. They're the building blocks of your character. And when you act with integrity, there's a kind of quiet confidence that builds. You stop needing to defend yourself. Your life speaks for itself. And that's where real freedom lives, not in control, but in congruence.
Right. I think that when you start living that way, you feel more authentic, and you don't feel, you don't have that imposter syndrome, because you're living from the inside, you're living with integrity. And that's a big shift in your life and how you lead your life. But let me go into let's leave our listeners with what they can try today, because it's about a practice. It's not a one-time realization. It's things that we do on a daily basis that we can build on. So choose one task daily to give your presence to. No multitasking, no rushing, just one task done with care and intention. And name the value you want to embody. Ask what virtue fits this moment: patience, honesty, steadiness, compassion. You know, these are things that will enhance your life. And drop the drama. Stay with what's real. Focus on what you can do. It's about being present and taking action on the things that you can do now, not on the stories about what might happen. That will just lead to, anxiety and frustration. When you start taking action on the things that you can do now, that's when you embody your life. So at the end of the day, ask yourself one question: did I act in a way I respect today? If yes, that's success. Because if you daily can teach yourself or act in accordance to your integrity, then you respect yourself. You go to sleep with a clean conscience, knowing that you did what you could do now, and that you acted out of that integrity that you want to continue to build.
Yeah, such really on point practices, and like Maria said, it's a practice that you can start today and
Mhm.
keep building on, keep strengthening these practices, because that inner respect, that integrity,
Yeah.
so much of our life gets focused on the outer, and appearances and what other people think, and accolades and accomplishments. But when we have our own respect, when we know that we're in congruence with our own life, with our own authenticity, with integrity, that's something that people can't take away from you. And I think you sleep better at night when you know that
Yeah.
you are living in alignment with yourself, right?
Right. Definitely. I think that, some people, you know, we don't have a true picture of what our values are, and it's always good if you don't have a true picture, Google a list of values and then see what you really want to embody. Or if you see somebody and you like them, the attraction that you have, is it because they're in integrity? What values do you think that they're displaying? And then see if that value fits with who you are, or who you want to become, or how you want to be in your life, how you want to show up for yourself first, and then for the people that surround you, whether it's in family, community, friends, in whatever you do. But when you show up in alignment with who you are, you're so much more powerful, because you're embodying yourself instead of trying to be someone that fits in. You don't have to fit in, because you fit in within yourself first.
Hmm. Beautiful. Beautifully said, Maria. You know, Martin Seligman, the father of positive psychology,
Hmm.
there's I'll put it in the chat later because I'm not going to remember the name of it or certainly the link, but it's an exercise with regards to identifying your core values. And I think what you said about identifying other people that you admire and respect and look up to, and look at what values they're modeling that you yourself want to integrate and practice and make your own. That's a wonderful place to start, you know. But
That's great.
let's wrap it up.
All right.
So
All right.
you know, unless you had something more, Maria,
No, 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 no,
I don't want to cut
no.
you off. So, just kind of in closing, if your life, you know, it doesn't begin someday, it's happening right now. And you have the power to meet it with peace and clarity, one choice at a time. The good life isn't waiting for you, it's already within you. The moment you stop outsourcing your worth and start showing up with intention, that's when you will come into alignment with the good life that's waiting for you.
Thank you, Lourdes. That's beautiful. If this resonated, share it with someone who's been chasing peace outside of themselves. There's many people that need to know that the peace that they're chasing is within them. And, please leave a comment. What's one small task you're doing today with full presence? Thanks for being with us. Keep showing up with kindness, clarity, and courage.